I think blue cheese is fairly strong, but blue cheese dressing, not so much. Actually, sorry, I'm eating with my mouth, or I'm talking with my mouth full. I'm sorry. Maybe I take that back. It's been a while since I've had it. Now that I think about it, it can be. It definitely depends. They're tiny and like dry. You know what's weird? I've actually never had like dry wings from Domino's, but I have a family member who would ordered them well done, and they were dry. But they don't like how they're normally cooked because they almost perceive it as like not fully cooked. Well done is overcooked though for those wings. Those things are fucking tiny. Have you ever seen a Swedish Volcan pizza? No. Volcan pizza. That looks like it kind of looks like a not a calzone necessarily. I don't know, but like similar-ish. Especially like Little Caesars has calzones. What is it called? They have a crazy calzone pizza. Kind of reminds me of that in terms of like I don't know actually. Let me reconnect. Sorry. That's an abomination. No surprise. Mm-mm-mm. We're loading in. Don't quit. Loading into the server. Do do. What do I want to listen to? Wait, why did this come up? We'll listen to it. It do be a jam, actually. You know what? The title literally says from the series Arcane. When is Arcane coming back, chat? I'm actually really excited to watch. I feel like everyone's forgotten Arcane. 2025? No. Don't tell me that. Hmm. Oh. Okay, that's actually exciting. Less than a year away gets me excited. Hmm. Oh.
What did you just do?
Hmm. There's so many. Holy shit. Hey, Nolte.
Oh yeah, all good.
I'm good. How are you?
Oh, standing.
Still can't believe you called yourself exotic. I'm not gonna get over that.
That's because I am. I don't understand what the joke is.
You.
Yeah. Thoroughbred.
What?
Thoroughbred, exotic.
I don't even know what you said.
Thoroughbred.
Hmm. I'm gonna pretend I heard it that time.
Gotcha. With that thing where if someone's speaking a language you don't understand, you can only really ask it like 3 times before you're like, oh yeah. Yeah, bathroom's that
Yeah.
way. Pray to
And you
God you
you
got it
pray they
right.
don't ask any follow-up
Yes.
questions. Yeah, I definitely heard that. And they're like,
Even if they
oh,
speak
so what about? And then you're like, huh? What? Run me through it again.
even if they speak English, you ask 3 times and you just go, I brother, I have no idea what you're saying to me.
It's so awkward.
Yeah. Because at that point you start to be like, okay, is it me? Am I losing like cognitive function and I just don't understand English anymore? So it's safer just to just walk away, really.
You're right. 100%. Oh, my phone works. Oh, something happened at Mosley's.
There's a fire or something, if I recall.
Ooh.
There's a big fire, and I think something happened with the clowns. A group of clowns or something. I don't know if they mean literal clowns or, when you call someone a
A
clown, stop
clown.
acting like a
Yeah.
clown. I think
Damn.
we need to keep an eye on Shiesty because he kept being like, yeah, McNulty, I'm seeing clowns under bridges. And I'm like, okay, and he's like, I think we should keep an eye on them. I'm like, they're just clowns, you know, living their life. I don't understand. I think the stress of the job's getting to them.
I don't like clowns.
I don't mind clowns. They're not my go-to, if I was hosting a kid's birthday party.
Yeah, but here's the issue. The only clowns I've ever seen here are the fucking creepy masks, like creepy makeup. They look like they want to murder you.
Oh, not like the fun, actual circus clowns who get shot out
Exactly,
of a
not the
cannon.
ones with the red nose, the big shoes, the like tiny car with a million people. No, not that.
These are actual like the ones that are like you're driving along in like a out in rural nowhere and it's pitch black and you turn the headlights on and it's
Yes,
just a clown holding a machete at the
exactly.
end of the road.
Exactly.
And you're like, nah, I'm good.
What's your favorite kind of pizza?
I want to be honest, and you. Okay, I'm gonna give you two answers. One that I get all the time, and the other one I don't really get because it's a nostalgic one, and I kind of want to keep it that way. Nostalgic one is a Domino's pizza with chicken and sweet corn.
Okay.
Now, it's pretty gnarly, but when I was younger, playing the original Halo on the Force,
That's giving
Xbox,
exotic, by the way.
Yeah, yeah. Shut
The
your
food, not you.
mouth. Shut your mouth. That's what I would get. You know what? I'd get that pizza and I'd play Halo for hours into the night. Now, if you're talking about my favorite pizza I get all the time, margarita.
Okay.
Classic margarita with fresh basil on top. With some chili flakes.
I only learned what a margarita pizza was like a few years ago.
Yeah, it's one of the classic Appalachian style. One of the OGs. Delicious.
Captain's coming back.
And you?
I'm gonna be real. I'm like I might get judged for this one. But a Domino's
Pineapple?
No, a Domino's steak and cheese pizza?
Like blue cheese?
No. No.
Oh, too spicy for your white blood.
Okay, listen here, you little shit.
Oh, good heavens! I couldn't possibly have mayonnaise. Too spicy for my palate.
I know.
Oh my goodness! No,
I know
too
you
spicy.
of all people are not saying that.
Sprite's far too spicy for my palate. One water.
And then it's
please.
only the McDonald's Sprite. That's
Yo,
Mm.
McDonald's Sprite tastes like TV static, dude. Fuck that.
Okay.
There's that fuck. Oh, that's Grove. Never mind.
What?
There's someone chain robbing down between Conquistador and Palomino, down by Vespucci. They'll chain rob 3 to 4 people and then leave. No car gets called in.
Might be they're doing it on foot.
That's what I said. I think they're doing it on foot and then like running somewhere.
There's a lot of alleyways down there too to hide too.
Exactly. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna respond. Go to the first one, but keep it like a 2-block radius. Wait for the second and try pull in. Because with these calls, you either. I'm surprised when I responded to the Tequila La one that they were still on scene. Because you have.
Yeah, me too. I drove past you. I was like, wait, why are you coming this way? The call was down there, and then it made sense.
Yeah, because I saw headlights dim out and go north up. What's that? What street is that? Milton. And it was like that. You know, if I see a car
Lunar,
leaving
thank you
the
for the
scene,
28
that's usually
months.
my go-to.
Appreciate it.
Same plate. Handed over the knife. No complaint. Good to go. I notice most people are pretty compliant when you tell them robbery is a $1,130 fine.
So, there's a way to get past the 1 combo limit at Senior Burger.
Oh.
You get 1 combo, and then you get a burger and a drink after that.
That's good.
Yeah, if you don't get the fries, it's not a combo.
I walked in there earlier, and Rami, I guess, works there now. He's really mad because I gave him a ticket the other day. So he came out and he was saying that I was banned from Senior Burger.
Oh.
I'm like, okay. My manager comes over to talk to me, and she's like, yeah, he's just a bitch.
Oh.
So she gives me 2 full combos.
Oof.
I was like, just do me a favor and go over there and just yell at him like you got banned from the build.
I put $120 in Ron Oil. I now have $1,500 in stock.
Really?
Yep.
Oh,
Told you, man,
everything's up.
people were saying burger was shot, and I was saying no. Oil is king. Everything's up now.
Everything went up. Oil went at 8%.
Exactly.
I'm here.
Oh, you cap. Oil went up 8%. I'm diamond handing my oil right now. I'm waiting.
Goddamn train.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a little bit funky.
Yeah, I sat there waiting 3 minutes. Said it was gonna show up in 1 minute. I'm like, all right, I guess I'm huffing it to PD. I'm running to PD, and the moment I ran just out of range to make it
What
back
did
on
you
time,
just
it
do?
showed up. I'm not even exaggerating. It absolutely pissed me off. Well,
I have a question.
I have an answer.
Once we all buy personal cars, and we drive from the apartments to PD, where can we park our cars?
There's a
I've
personal
actually-
spot, isn't there? Down below.
I don't believe so.
Because I remember
won't be
during the
on duty yet.
orientation, so if you walk into the motor pool from where the doors are, not the motor doors, the actual
Mhm.
wooden doors, straight across the wall, Slacks told me that was supposed to be used for our personal cars. But I think obviously, there's no valet service there right now, so it's a bit
We're
hard.
talking about the
Okay, I think he I think he said it very generically. That's like personal, like police vehicles.
Ow.
Yeah. That's like we're trying to assign parking, but garage, I believe, changed a little bit, so we might have to adjust that down there. We're gonna have the
there's a
suspects
spot
up front.
Is
there a spot up front?
The upper parking. I think there might be places to park cars there.
There's a parking.
Upper parking.
Yeah,
Right there.
well, not upper parking, just the upper lot. We might have to put like stripes down when we get cars, but I think there might be a spot to park there.
Well, we might be able to put one out front. I mean, I was thinking we park in the parking structure behind me. Just back over
True.
on the other side of the road. Park
Yeah.
there, and we could walk over. I've been walking to the train station, taking the train home, and then finding out the train is not in service, and then walking home every
We're
night.
saving for the house. That's what I'm doing.
Yeah, well, I looked at a Bobcat pickup truck, like 5,500. I was gonna pick it up, but paperwork
That's not bad.
didn't go through. So, I think having one of those would be very nice too.
I also think I pulled the CVPI out at the start of my shift like 8-9 hours ago, and it was absolutely bollocks. Brought it in. 1,850 repair.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I guess we're it. So we are the meeting, right? We had a conversation today with Mosley's, with a couple of the managers, Mary Mushkin, I believe was her name, and a Erwin Dundee, and it was about a 2-hour long negotiation going back and forth. But we ended up with 130 per part, and complimentary wax. There's no other fees. So if you guys ever get any other fees in a law enforcement vehicle, let me know. We're going to be signing a contract here shortly. It's not signed yet.
Yeah.
But we'll be signing a contract here shortly.
Wait,
and they should
are you
provide us that
sure?
service.
Are you sure a contract should be signed? Because what if the costs go down, and we're locked in at a high price, then we're fucked.
Yeah, he's got a good point actually.
True. Well, it's a monthly contract. Thing is, we need a contract because all the managers there kind of do their own thing.
What?
I got one that wants to do another, extra fees. Another one who wants to work with us, and I don't even know who the other one is.
Well, that's the thing.
employees
Like,
wanna-
Sounds like it's very well run.
So I'm actually a little
Well, here's the
concerned.
thing: it's a state-owned establishment. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
None of them
do
are
you-
actually really managers, are they?
You remember
I've
that
met
dude
One guy.
we pulled over on Great Ocean with the missing door?
Yeah.
He told me, and this thing to repair is going to be like $300. What if we're getting scamazzed?
No, they're charging 130 a part for us, 150 for work vehicles. So like, Group 6, the Grime, any work vehicles 150 a piece per part, and then personal vehicles are 175. And I was there. I've watched them charge people that, or heard them tell them at least. I don't think they're scamming us. I mean, they are a scam. I've told them to their face that this Dundee guy is trying to scam us every day. He forces a wax on people. He says it's free and then charges $50 for labor and tries to not let you leave. I told him we're not going to be seen doing business if we keep getting calls like this with involving your business. But Mary Mushkin seemed to have a very level head, and she came in and pretty much catered the deal. Everybody got what they wanted essentially. So we'll be getting our repairs, which means they're gonna have documentation now. They're having a hard time doing documentation. That Irwin fellow is not very good with paperwork and whatnot. Seems Miss Mushkin is, and she's gonna sort that out. All you'll have to do is pay up front, and then we will reimburse y'all. There will be documentation on that. It'll probably be paid out on the end of each week, most likely, or as needed per se for some.
All right, sounds good.
We do have another issue too, which is some of those parts are taking, you know, they're taking permanent damage, but the way that we ride them real hard, those brake pads are getting replaced every time we take them down there, and preventative maintenance is being done. However, the rotors, the heads on the gasket, the seals, lubricant, all that stuff has to be redone. They got to do full engine rebuilds. They got to do full transmission rebuilds. They got to pull out the brake rotors, and they don't even have anyone skilled enough to do that yet. And we're already starting to chunk away at it.
I can
I
tell
don't
you
know
our
if you ever-
transmissions are fucked. Half
Oh,
the time,
Absolutely.
my car takes 4 attempts at shifting out of first to get to second.
Yep.
It took
Well,
me 3
yeah.
blocks to shift up a gear once.
So,
Yeah.
so I'm going to be honest. That's not even the maintenance. Imagine when the maintenance is bad. That's when it's in perfect condition. When we got this
Yeah.
straight from the mechanic shop after it got transferred over to us, they're having those issues. They're just piece of shit CVPIs.
They're just
let's
that
be
bad.
honest.
Yeah, they're just
They're
bad
just, they're
cars.
just shitty CVPIs. So I wouldn't say that, you know, getting a new transmission there is going to fix that. It's just the make and model, the model of the CVPI that's shit. So hopefully though they could get somebody skilled enough soon to do that, because we're starting to, like I said, every vehicle as well as it can be repaired by them will be shit. It'll still be shit.
Yeah.
If we don't get them skilled up soon enough. So quite literally,
Hmm.
we need to bring our vehicles so they could practice and learn how to do things on them.
Well,
They gotta get
damn.
skilled with CPIs.
We need a better deal then. We need a better deal.
Well, unfortunately, this is our problem. Believe me, I push it. So they're paying 115 apart after tax. And they're only
Okay,
charging us
fair enough.
130.
Okay, that's not bad.
So-
If that's
Yeah,
actually
that's
their
fair.
cost, that's not bad.
Yeah.
Right. So I talked to their importer, and he charges 100 plus a 15 for the tax. So we all pay 15% tax on everything, even our paychecks. When we pick up our paychecks, we're paying a 15% tax on that. It won't say it.
So it's
say you got-
actually worse to leave our paychecks for a longer period of time, because then we'd be paying a bigger chunk of money.
Well, no, you're paying 15% no
it's
matter
still
what.
15%. Doesn't
Yeah,
matter
that-
if you take it out in $100 increments or
The only
$100,000,
chance
it's
you
still
have
15%.
I'm sorry.
at benefiting from that is if a mayor comes in, lowers the tax rate on income tax. Alternatively, if that does happen, it could also go up. So
Yeah,
True.
I usually do a full shift in the day, grab my paycheck, go
What
buy
is
a
your
bottle of
paycheck
whiskey.
looking like right now?
I did basically, I don't want to say I did 12 hours.
Yeah.
I was around 13 and a half, but let's knock it down a little because, you know, I got interrupted by the train every now and then, yada, yada, yada. I think I walked away with about $880.
what?
Sorry, $8,800.
Oh my god! I was about to
8,000?
quit.
Yeah.
I was about to quit. $800. Oh my god!
Yeah,
I'm in the wrong
yeah,
profession.
That's a lot higher than I thought it would be. I was
Yeah.
only making about like 4,000 to 5,000. I think there's something wrong with their paychecks. I think some people are making a bit more than others.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we
Yeah.
were all on par when it came to picking up our first paycheck to then be able to afford our guns and stuff.
Yeah.
Right. We'll have to look into that. Make sure that everyone's getting the proper pay, because some are getting less from what we're hearing. So
Damn.
I mean, maybe it just reflects quality of work, so, you know.
I mean, at the end of the day, we are
That's starting
putting
to.
ourselves in danger.
Turner,
Yeah.
did I bring up the 5 and 6 on the ID to you?
Oh,
5 and 6 on the ID. No.
Yeah. Do you have a 5 or a 6 either in your
I do.
data? Okay.
Yeah.
Show.
Yeah. There you go. Oh yeah.
That's 1469. That looks like a fucking 5.
I mean,
Yeah, that's
Well, here,
fair.
I look at this is mine with a 5.
Like side by
That looks
side,
clear as day by
you
a
can
5.
tell, but when you see
Yeah.
the 6, I'm
That
telling
6
you,
is-
people
is
are going to
looking
end up
weird.
in the MDT with the wrong state ID because of that.
Okay, a couple things we just want to touch up on. I said on the radio earlier, make sure you guys are marking processed. There's a few at least 5 calls that I've gone through that aren't marked as processed. Not necessarily from y'all, but just make sure all your calls are marked as processed if they're supposed to be. When it comes to incidents,
Hey, Hughes.
howdy,
How you doing?
good.
Morning,
Hello.
Hughes.
Hello,
Kind of having a little
Rhodes.
powwow here.
Is this not a PD meeting?
It is.
I mean,
It is,
it
yeah.
is. It's just
Oh,
working with what we have right now. Train was being a bit odd for some.
Ooh, okay.
So make sure all your incidents are marked as processed. Handful of them weren't. What else do we got here? I want to cover. Right now, you're gonna have to pay out of pocket for repairs, Hughes. So you are aware of that as well. Hopefully tomorrow
Understood.
we'll have a contract signed, and we'll be able to reimburse you. But for the time being, it's out of pocket.
I received, sir.
All right. Give me just one moment.
Curious, actually, McNulty, when you take the train in, what's your
Yeah.
ticket say?
Well,
How,
I
how
feel
come
like
I didn't get asked? What the fuck?
Because he was making $8 grand in a shift.
Who?
you're sorry. What are you asking me?
Your train ticket when you come in on the train.
Yeah.
Are you signing in as a
No.
police officer?
No.
Do you have the
Depends.
option to?
Yes, I have the option to. Depends. Sometimes I'm like,
Okay.
because
So, hold on.
with that,
Yeah, I
with
got
that,
you, I got you.
there's
But
the privilege
that-
of
your
I
option. Yeah, your option to.
No, he's asking because a lot of people theirs are showing solo cadet when they try to sign in with their police badge.
yeah, and that's what same thing to me.
Okay. I was
Okay, so
wondering
your
if that
system,
maybe had something to
okay.
do with it with the pay thing.
Nope.
That
Same thing.
Yeah, we put you all on as what we believe was police officer, but we still got to rectify that.
Yeah.
Let's see. Past meetings. What did we go over? Documenting possessions, vehicles, ROs, collecting DNA for violent felonies. The Constitution was posted. I'm sure you all saw that announcement. If you haven't, and you guys don't know, if you open up announcements on the dashboard, there is a button in the bottom right that lets us know that you have read it. So make sure if it's red, that means it's unread. You guys need to read those. The Constitution has been posted under legislation. Looks like we also have a memorandum established by the City Council. We'll have to read through that. That's some new documentation coming out from DOJ. Want to make sure we stay on top of that stuff. Stand your ground. Self-defense. And let me open it up. A couple things we want to touch up on. Yes, it's self-defense. So from what I was told, the past stand your ground law included property. You can protect yourself from property with deadly force of possible theft. Now you cannot. It's purely based on serious bodily harm or death. That is it. So people cannot defend their property with deadly force anymore.
Okay. Interesting. All right.
DNA collection, we have under Article 7. That's all covered under there. I don't believe anything's changing that to my understanding. For warrants, this is a new one that needs to be touched up on. Under, let me see here, Article 3, bench trials. If the bench trial stems from a warrant, the defendant may request a bench trial of the warrant. This is not a full trial, including questioning, but simply a judicial review of the veracity of the warrant. The judge will either dismiss the charges due to lack of probable cause stated
That's
in
reasonable.
the warrant, or the
like
defendant
that.
will be sent to jail and will be able to appeal the charges at a later date when the issuing officer is available. Essentially, what this is stating, it doesn't really state in the beginning, but in the past, from what I was told, you would, if somebody wanted to contest a warrant and no one was around, or I'm sorry, the arresting officer, the officer who wrote the warrant, wasn't around, they had to just be sent to jail, serve their time, and appeal it later. Now they can request a bench trial on it. There's no testifying required. All you got to do is deliver them to the bench trial. The judge will review the warrant, ensure that there's sufficient probable cause for the charges being placed. He'll either essentially give you a thumbs up, say yes, send him to jail. He can take it to appeal, or yeah, this warrant's bullshit, and he's going to be released on the spot.
I like that
Yeah, I do too.
Mm-hmm.
because
So-
now people aren't going to be lazy when it comes to writing their statement of PC, knowing that if it gets executed, a judge can look at it at that point. You know, if the person
No-
requests a bench trial, then
Yeah, not
I
not
like
to mention with our own SOPs, our warrants take command approval anyway, so
Correct.
that's already going through 2 channels
Yep.
before it even touches an actual warrant.
No bullshit warrants are going to get through, and should not get through, I should say. And if they do for any reason, judges can throw them out. So. And when it does come to warrants, if you're writing a warrant, that warrant's timer does not start until it is approved by command. Just so we have that clear as well. Somebody was asking me a question about that earlier. Anything else we got to touch up in here? I recommend you all breeze through it. Just make yourself quite aware as to what's going on with that constitution. Some things may have changed, may not have changed. Just take a little bit of time to read through it. Traffic court noted in here. It can only be requested in city. We no longer have channels, or at least in the past there's channels and ways to contact judges. That won't be the case. If they're available, they're available. If they're not, they're not, generally speaking. So at least that's what I've spoken to Crane about. So we'll have more on that, I'm sure, in the future.
Very interesting. 30 days. Statute of limitations.
Correct. That's another big one. I'm sorry. That is a
Wait,
big one.
30 days.
Yep.
Yeah. Statute of limitation is now 30 days. Now, look,
And-
all this stuff can be changed. So we haven't said this to anybody yet in the PD. There's going to be a city council, right? And PD will have a position, an appointed, a voted on, appointed, I'm sorry, not appointed, a voted on position within PD. And one of us in the LSPD will represent the PD in all matters and have votes. That's also who we're going to take any legislation changes we want, any policies we want change, anything at all that we want to bring to city council will go through that person. And they will then bring it up to them and bring it to a vote if it gets passed, right? So.
That's good.
All right.
Oh, okay.
What else
I'm
you
just
got?
no, I'm just referencing the DNA storage and removal. Many years ago, there was written DNA storage and removal legislation that was never put in the MDT, and it actually it was a little backwards. I haven't read this, but I'm hoping it's not a copy and paste of what used to be, because if it is, people can how do I word this? The appeal, it was essentially the appeal process for removal of their DNA was quite burdensome, I guess.
I mean, this
let
just
me look
says
it over.
DNA will be removed from the database if the individual is exonerated of the underlying offense.
Okay, so there are things there. Wait, DNA collection. Well, let me just read this over. You guys
Well, the
can
storage
continue.
or
I apologize.
removal, right? Well, the storage and removal. For removal, so say you charge somebody with assault with a deadly weapon, you take DNA, they end up fighting the charges and winning. At that point, that's when it's removed, right? That's what that's saying.
Okay, so the part that I was originally referencing is actually not here. It referenced something to the
Okay.
extent of if they were appealing the legality behind their DNA being stored, we would have to essentially do the equivalent of a search warrant for their DNA in order to actually obtain it. Even if we legally could, if they said no, the only way we could do it was to get a search and seizure warrant.
So you can actually look at number 6 under DNA collection, which has something to do with that. If the person is detained or arrested and refuses to comply with the DNA swab, law enforcement can request court sanctions and eventually a court order authorizing physical force to collect a sample.
Oh,
Not quite a warrant.
okay. Well, I mean,
I feel like
that's-
that should.
Yeah, I mean, this one's
the way
very.
that- I feel like that
interesting.
should be physical restraint. Force. I don't know. Physical force just sounds like I'm shoving a swab down the back
I
of
mean,
their
physical
throat.
force is anytime you're going hands-on, right? Whether you're
It
holding
just-
their
it-
wrist or
it-
whether you're slamming them on the ground. It's different levels of it, but it's still physical force.
Okay, hear me out. Hear me out. Okay, I'm thinking very reasonably here and logically. I go into the cell. They're angry. They swing. I punch back. They bleed. Document. Hmm? I'm kidding, by the way. It's a joke. It's a joke.
Or accidentally while I fight them, I bite down on them till they bleed,
Okay.
and
Well,
then
I mean,
spit into a tube.
I'm gonna be honest with you guys when it comes down to this this writing on number 6 specifically. I don't see how that's gonna play out if a judge isn't available. If a judge ain't available,
That was
we
my
have no way to do that.
concern.
So I mean, I think at that point we got to use the least amount of force possible to get it. But if we need it for our case, we have grounds to do so. We're gonna use as little force as possible to restrain them and to get that DNA sample.
Works for me.
I'd back that. So
What if I can just bait them to spit on me and then job done?
Yeah, but then if it's on you,
it could be contaminated.
what
You want
if
to
it
be
gets
good.
contaminated?
We need that good quality DNA.
Also,
Yeah.
case laws. I heard a lot of case laws were removed from the past. Make sure you're aware of what case laws are being observed by the state.
No,
That is it.
not
there.
the
That
case
is- that
law
is the
I
only
had
one.
put
Are they
in.
the only ones that are left now?
That's all that is left right now. Yes, if we were to push case law, we'd have to establish that now.
Perfect. Now I
And
can
any case laws we could push, we can establish. Yeah.
hear me out. Gone are the days of people saying, "Is an attorney available?"
Yeah.
and that qualifying as asking for an attorney. I won't forget that. I will not forget.
You won't
And
forget this.
that's still all up to that could still be a thing.
Oh,
It
yeah.
leads you a court case, but it's not.
You
the
know
case
what?
law
That's
as of yet.
okay. The judge wasn't too happy years ago when that came up, and I was being very pedantic. I pretty much said, Your Honor,
Doesn't sound
they
like
did
you.
not request an attorney. They simply asked if one was available.
Okay, so I think we
All
covered
right.
enough of the Constitution. Unless anybody has any questions on that.
No.
Like I said, breeze through it yourself, read it, know it, learn it. Be proficient in it, please. Covered vehicles. I think we're pretty much good. Does anybody have any questions right now? Anything you want to bring up?
Nope.
Nope, just that I'm gonna go to Kimble Hill Drive and find this fucker who's robbed about 800 people up there.
Good.
It's traffic ticket
Dude,
season.
oh my god.
Yeah. We start
You've
giving
been
out
busy
traffic
up
tickets for
there.
Sure.
Yeah.
And
What?
Mc-
Wait, what is this?
What- go for it.
in the robberies. Somebody's putting in work up in the Vinewood Hills right now.
I should probably get to that real quick, McNulty. You called off our pursuit earlier, right?
Yes.
What was the reason for that?
We had been pursued. It stemmed from a 31 Bravo individual robbed someone up there with a wrench. I'd already witnessed them going 71 miles per hour and clocked them going that speed. Roads arrived on scene. We've been driving around, started going off road, driving through semi kind of populated areas, high speed. Started driving into a lot of oncoming lanes up in Great Ocean. I had while we were pursuing, had flipped my vehicle, which was the main reason. And then I was like, this is getting too dangerous considering what's going on. So I called it off and flagged the plate.
He was also
Don't,
continuously pulling us off-road onto mountains
Yeah,
while in an SUV while we were... McNulty here was stuck in fourth gear at 3 miles an hour uphill on a mountain.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Well, look, I just want to make sure it's clear to all y'all. You should never be worried about calling off a pursuit. If you're driving on the edge of your seat, you're barely hanging on, and all you have is something basic like a traffic violation or red light or something that's non-violent, don't be afraid to call it off. Okay, so that goes for anyone. You know, the reason we ask for traffic, weather, speed, direction, where you're at, if they're into oncoming lanes, that's all for us to as supervisors to make a decision whether we want to call off the pursuit. Every one of you have the ability to do that as well. If you are on the edge of your seat and you think you're going to lose control of that car, if you're chasing this person, you're going to endanger yourself, you're going to endanger others, people on the road, just not worth it. Call it off. You're good.
Yep.
You're good too. All right. So
Works for me. That Seminole's still going in.
Yeah,
let's get out there and go get him. I think there's a handful of
All
people
right.
to hire in the lobby, or talk to, I should say, in the lobby.
Ooh,
Not
I
hire,
love-
talk to you.
I love talking to people.
I want a peek.
And me too.
Oh my god, there's a lot of fucking people in it.
Wrong way. All right, so we had the CVPI with the license plate that starts with like MT. Chat, we haven't really crashed our car. We've been doing pretty good, even with this shitty CVPI. Chat, this is the car I want to get for roads. An ingot. It's a wagon. Oh my god, my ears. Jeez, my ears. 130 radio check. 130.76, latest 31 Bravo.
Same guy. That's be coming from the east on Didion Drive. Be going in close too. Yeah, they didn't come to the east. They're most likely cutting west.
130's to the west.
I'm gonna reroute east on North Sheldon.
Did you check Hillcrest Ave?
Oh, I went under. Yeah, I did. Roll the, I think, going south to north. That's Maui Thunder. That's just west.
I have 4.
I'm gonna cut Normandy south and then cut around Re West, okay?
10-4.
Alright, I'm just south, entering Madway Thunder now. See anything?
Yeah, 130's got the vehicle. It's right on the corner of North Sheldon, Hangman, and Ace Jones. And Madwayne Thunder.
Occupied or not?
It does not look occupied. I don't have any visual. I'm staying back. I don't
Am I going to
see
approach you or am I going
anything.
to keep distance so you can watch the vehicle?
Go ahead and approach. Shit, I just realized I don't have a camera. I mean,
I'm
more
looking
so
at
from a
someone
distance.
holding up an individual with a wrench.
Oh.
Okay, this is the same guy, same wrench that we chased earlier.
Hello.
Uh,
I'm doing an interview right now. Can I help you?
um,
I was interviewing him.
McNulty. This all you, bud.
Sor, can I get you to show me your ID real quick?
Do you want me to turn my camera off, or you okay?
Yeah,
if
let's pop
recording
that
this?
off.
Okay, it's just on the ledge
Why you
over
turning
here.
the camera off? What happened to the interview?
Alright, we can do the interview after.
After what?
Sor, I'll have you address me, please. Officer McNulty, badge 133, LSPD. Put that wrench away. There we go. What's going on? Well,
There you go.
is that your vehicle on the right there?
Thank you.
Blue?
Me, the Weasel News one?
This is a cop car.
Hi.
No. Behind you there, brother. Blue color Semolina.
Oh, this Rick. Semolina.
Excuse me, I'm just gonna drive through here if you wouldn't. Yep, thank you.
So, Sor on the left.
I'm sorry to be that guy, but it's pronounced Seminole.
Okay, same thing. Your vehicle, correct?
Wait, no.
Not your vehicle. I mean, you're definitely
No,
not
which
the
one?
same
Which one? Is
The
it
blue and
this
color guy
one?
right
This
there.
is like, what is this one called?
Is this vehicle right here?
This,
Oh.
Convertible.
No, this one
Sir,
right
could you
here
jump
that
for
I'm
me?
pointing at.
This one, the gray one.
Ooh.
This is not my car.
This vehicle right here. Yeah, just gonna put that on.
Hello.
Oh.
Can I chat with
Sir,
him real quick and just run
Yeah,
through what he
driving that car.
Oh, like yes. Okay, that looks like clean to me. Looks like we're gonna active 80 northbound 8 Stone Drive.
Bye.
Off-road again.
You got the call.
Have a good one. Stay safe.
You too.
Was he robbing you?
No, I was recording the news here, and he was stealing that car, and then
Ah,
Uh,
okay.
he threatened me, and then I smoothed it over with my chill words, and then I interviewed him. I was
Nice.
starting interview, and I was gonna get all the spicy deets, and you broke
Got
it
it.
up.
All right. Well, you stay safe. We're gonna go catch him.
All right.
Continuing westbound.
Not much. Just he was.
Turtle.
Where is it? Oh.
Coming down the hill.
McNulty, I'll document the scene for you.
F4.
Oh my
Seeing
goodness.
EMS. Negative.
Alright.
All right, sir. You have the right to maintain any say can abuse against you in a court of law. You have the right to earn a present. You have the right to an attorney present if available. If you cannot afford one, will be appointed you free of charge by the state. No send his rights aside rather than to you, sir, ma'am, and or them or they.
No!
Here we
Don't
are.
understand your rights. What about the your rights? Do you not understand?
The second one.
No, no, no.
The one where you have the right to an attorney?
Yeah. What is that? What's an attorney?
An attorney. So basically, you're able to get a lawyer down here to give you representation when it comes to being prosecuted by myself.
Who? You're gonna prosecute me? What does that mean?
Well, I'm going to be potentially charging you with robbery today, but again, I need to know that you understand your rights before we have a conversation.
Oh, I thought you said you're gonna prostate me. That's something
No,
completely different.
Here we are.
Your prostate is between you and your lovers, or you're not. Maybe you have to be. Oh, do you have something to eat?
For him?
No, for me.
Oh yeah, I got some for you. My answers are going to be very different depending on yours.
Yeah, I can. I understand.
Let's see. You want some fries?
Sure. Just anything to save me.
There you are.
Appreciate it.
You need a drink?
No, I'm good there.
All
Appreciate
right. Hmm. Ziggy. McNulty, could you start a report?
I'm gonna make it just a regular report for now.
10-4. Do. Evidence.
Dispatch 106 10 7 10 your buns for a bit of a meal before I start the job. Okay.
There are.
Do you guys need additional sub 8? Are you guys okay?
Negative. We're ocean.
Uh, Archer on. Hmm. Um. Um. Okay. All right. All right. Everything has been requested. I'm gonna put in a request for tow. Actually, I'm gonna try to flip the vehicle just in case anything's in it.
I don't want to have to do that.
No, don't do that, please. I have no money. I'm so broke.
I don't want to have to do that.
Hmm.
So, here's what I'm doing.
All right.
I'm going to confiscate your weapon. Okay? The wrench. And I need to understand.
Do 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 do.
EMS from PD.
What the fuck?
Oh,
50.
Mr. Krator.
10-9 that you
life
can
hits you fast.
Sorry, 52 request.
They chew it over with something.
Lower off the road in the woods.
Do we have an available unit that can handle that?
Who hit you in the head?
We'll be
brother?
right with you as soon as we can.
Yeah, he said earlier he had a headache. What he didn't mention is the fact that I think his skull might be broken. We're gonna have a EMS on route, okay? I don't know. I don't know what happened to your beautiful head, brother.
Dispatch 130 requesting a state tone of blue and color Seminole.
I'm not touching your beautiful prostate there, brother. I'll leave that to your doctor and your lover. I did not touch
Oh.
your prostate.
State tow has arrived.
You're not in shock because your
Oop.
prostate.
Damn, state tow is real quick nowadays. My goodness.
Well, apparently they don't even need to. They just kind of just take your blood nowadays.
That was, my goodness.
Oh, are you talking about the? Oh, that's yeah, good.
Yeah,
good job,
state tow
bros.
already arrived. Put in the request. They said, all right, we've been waiting.
Did we not get a
Just bu-
response for that 52's request, Maple?
We did.
Did we?
Yeah. Asked on radio if any other additional units were available. No one responded. She said they'll be here when they can.
Would you
Just by the
prefer
way,
if we just transport to save you the hassle?
Are you qualified? Or are you gonna cause me
Yeah.
spinal damage?
No, I am qualified to move you.
EMS, would you like first
Sir, if you have any spinal damage, it's probably a result of you flipping the car and hitting a tree.
One of you hit
they
me,
want us to-
okay?
They want us
One
to
of you
use
hit me.
EMS, please.
Who did it?
None of us hit you.
It was me. I was adding all of the dispatch
Ow!
calls, the
Ow!
10 different reports of
You're
that
fine,
vehicle
don't
we
worry.
have in robberies.
All right, that one's yours. This one's mine.
1676 Central Station with 247.
Dispatch 130, 10-8.
Dispatch 19776 CMD to assist with 95.
Dispatch 130, show